Did you know that you can use Dubsado for multiple businesses with only one sign-on and it will save you money? I'm going to show you how to set it up and just talk about some of the best use cases for it in your business. I am Lauren with The Smarter Creative. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I put out new videos every week to help creative small businesses run their businesses better. I'm on the back end and I am a certified Dubsado pro. I do Dubsado builds and setups, and I just love the organization that it can bring to creative small businesses. And if that is you, you are in the right spot. I put new videos out every Friday, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for when a new video comes out. So I did not know that Dubsado did multi-brands when I first signed up for it. And when I realized what it did and what it does, I was super excited about it. So I have my small business consulting business where that goes over Dubsado and strategy and all the things. But my husband has a construction and landscaping business that he does that we need to send out invoices and get leads from there. And we're actually able to set up a whole nother brand inside of my Dubsado account for only $10 a month, and it gets everything that the normal Dubsado features have, but it's only $10 a month more to add on a second brand. So if you're a photographer, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest a second brand if, let's say, you're doing weddings and brand shoots, but it's under the same name of photography, you do not need a second brand for that. But let's say you're a photographer and you do a lot of family portrait sessions and some like boudoir sessions that have a totally different feel and vibe. They're a different brand, they're a different LLC set up, like they are different companies, they have different markets, you have different Instagrams for them. Like those are two different companies, and hopefully you're set up that way inside of your business, that where they are two totally separate companies. So what you want to do inside of your main brand, in order to add a second brand, you're going to go to account, and you see all your drop downs of brands if you're involved with more than one, and you can do create new brand. And here it's going to pop up a just super brief information. It's just the name of the business, the address for the business, and you can upload the logo at this point. As soon as you do those things, a new brand is populated. You don't owe any money right now. It's the same forever free trial with up to 3 clients inside of your account. And then whenever you are ready to pay, you're going to go into your account settings, into billing, and then go ahead and subscribe your new brand to Dubsado for only $10 a month. And you can use the same payment method, or you can add a new one that your other brand is also tied to. The beauty of this is when all of your brands are under the same login, you can use the scheduler conflict in scheduling appointments. So especially if like you're that photographer with 2 totally separate photography businesses, and you don't want clients to be able to schedule a meeting when you already have a meeting scheduled with your other company, you can go into your account features, calendar sync, actually say which cross calendars you want Dubsado to look at when scheduling appointments. So check it off for any of your brands that you want this brand to look at when scheduling appointments. So Dubsado is going to think for you and make it just super useful for you to make sure your availability is up to date inside of your Dubsado. You will be able to still only upload and toggle to one specific calendar in that brand. It will be a totally different calendar than your original Dubsado company brand, and that's really nice. So you can have it, all your outgoing appointments going to a totally separate calendar for your reference, which I highly suggest doing, because that also makes it easier to organize based on, like, I use Google Calendar and I export my Dubsado accounts to specific Google calendars. So if I had a second brand, second company, I want those going to a totally different calendar. For me and my husband, it's going to go to one that we share for him to be able to see what appointments are coming and all the things. I don't want it as part of the Smarter Creative brand and on my calendars specifically. All of the different brand settings are totally original to that brand. So that company, if you want to receive money, you're going to set up its own Stripe or Square and PayPal. You can tie it to your original one. Like you can still like log into Stripe and Square with your original brand, but I'm gonna push back a little bit and challenge you on why are you setting up a second brand if that's the case. More than likely your systems inside of your one Dubsado brand just need to be smoothed out and buttered out. When you start a second brand, it's because you have a totally different company with different bank accounts, different emails, and just different proposals and forms that need to be sent to your client. So you're starting completely from scratch inside of a new brand. None of your workflows come over, none of your proposals come over, none of your contracts come over. Like it's completely from scratch. And there's no way to copy and paste what you've already built inside of your first brand into this new brand. You got to start fully from scratch. It's a whole new company, a whole new setup. But what this means also is that you can flip between your different brands with the click of a button. Just come up to where your logo is, hit it, and then you can select a different brand and you can bounce back and forth without having to log out of Dubsado and then log in with a different email and username and password and things. It makes it so easy to just bounce between them. Ugh, I love it. It's kind of like when you have Instagram set up with your different accounts and you just click on your logo and you can bounce between your different Instagram accounts. Same concept, but inside of Dubsado. If you are thinking about whether or not you want to start a second business, you can start playing around within a second brand in your Dubsado for free. And then when you're ready to upgrade, you go ahead and upgrade, for only $10 a month, which is a super sweet deal. And if you're totally new to Dubsado and you're just trying to figure out what is the CRM that works best for you and your businesses, I have a link down below to get a discounted rate on your main Dubsado account. And then all your additional brands are $10 a month, but that's super reasonable. If you have any questions about using Dubsado with multiple brands, maybe like the strategy behind it or the whys, if this is something that you've been thinking about creating a whole new company, drop them below. One thing I will say is Dubsado is not great when it comes to product-based businesses. So if you are going from a photographer to making bracelets and you carry an inventory of them, you probably want a site that actually will track inventory for your product-based businesses. But if you're just a service-based business and you are going to start providing a second service that's completely different than your current one, go ahead and set up a second brand, play around with it. If you're starting just a second service inside of your business, you might not need a second brand. Like, only do that if you truly are working with a totally separate kind of company. You need to set up and totally process differently. If you are fully overwhelmed inside of your Dubsado, I would love, love, love to come alongside you and help you out. I do VIP days, 1-day turnarounds of full workflows built out, everything that you need inside of it, or I do longer full builds to get you every invoice, questionnaire, proposal, all the things that you need in your Dubsado. We'll put it together for you, turn it around for you to have a fabulously set up Dubsado with no headaches. It's running on autopilot. You get my strategy brain all behind it, and I'd love to set that up for you. You can use the link in the description to book a clarity call with me. It's a free 30-minute call to see where you're at in your business, if I can come alongside and help you inside of your Dubsado. You get to meet me, talk to me, see if we vibe, and if you want to bring me on to help you organize and set up your Dubsado, I would love, 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 love to be able to do that for you and with you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
All the flowers in my